You know the vibes, man. It's your boy Dro coming at y'all live and direct from the battle booth. And today we got none other, a very special guest, man. It's been accomplishing a lot of things recently for the New England region, the New England battle rap area. His name is just growing. I don't even want to tell, I want you to tell the people, bro. So go ahead and tell the people who you are real quick.
It's your boy Lurchums, AKA the Gatekeeper. Motherfuckers know what time it is. Doing my thing, frontline family to the fullest. Kentucky native. Always gonna put it on for Rhode Island no matter what. That's basically how it goes, baby.
Lurch, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about, bro. You've been missing. You recently came back from...
I was in Florida.
What was you doing out there in Florida?
I won Arsonal's contest here.
Woo! Hold on, what'd you just say?
I won Arsonal's contest. It was 3 weeks. I was every day, video, having to memorize fucking verse after verse after verse. That shit was stressful, bro. The first 2 tournaments, I got myself knocked out because I forgot a fucking word both times at the Elite 8. 2 tournaments in a row, 2 weeks in a row. I got down to the Elite 8 and forgot a word. And the pressure was like physically making me fucking sick because I wanted to win it, bro. You know what I mean? So it just got like, it made me physically ill, bro. Both times I fucking forgot.
And this was for this tournament that just happened?
Oh, no, because the 3rd tournament is
okay, yeah, so I was going to say, you were in a couple of more tournaments before this.
There was 3 tournaments total. I missed this first one. The 2nd tournament I jumped into, got to the Elite 8 and lost because I forgot a word, and then the judges were strict. You know what I mean? If you forget a word, no matter how nice you are, it don't fucking matter. If you don't adhere to the rules, you're dusted. You know what I mean?
Like forget like one of your lyrics, or forget one of the words they tell you to use?
Yeah, one of the words they tell you to use.
Okay, okay.
Because each round it got worse and worse. Like the first round would be like, oh, say these 3 words. Then the next round would be like, all right, now put these 5 into it. And as it got more and more like serious as it went.
So it's like to challenge pretty much.
And to make sure they're not using shit they had in the stash also. Because anybody can spit something they've been comfortable with for fucking, they've had in the locker for fucking a year, spit it comes out so fluid because they got the delivery down, they got everything, the science of it down. But when you gotta write it on the spot, like he was giving us the beat and the words at like 8:30 at night. It would always differ. It was never on like a structured like time. You know what I mean? And he'd give us the beats and the words at like 8:30 at night, and you had to have it in by 5 o'clock the next day.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So that becomes, when you start getting further in the rounds, you're dealing with elite lyricists. Just because these people ain't got names, like.
So how many people were in this tournament?
Each tournament had 32 people.
32. Yep. And how many did you have to face?
You have to face your whole side of the bracket until you get into the finals.
So about 16?
Well, each time it breaks down. So if there's 32, you got 16 on each side, like NCAA. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, yeah,
so that breaks down to 8, and then breaks down to 4, and then that. So in the 32-man tournament, you had to have five solid like verses that you put together. So you need 5 to win it. In the first tournament, I got down to the Elite 8, so I had 3 or 4. I want to say 3. I had 3 already in the bag, sitting on Arsonal's page for a week, and then I got knocked out in the Elite 8. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And then the next one, I jump in it, I get knocked out again. I forgot the word drug dealer, bro. I was so worried about having it in on time that I didn't count up the words because I was doing that. I was making sure I had the words in, go back, listen to the verse, and make sure I got everything in there.
Was that the first or the second time you tried?
Both times that shit happened. Both times, bro. And I fucking just put it in, like, just trying to be stupid. Put it in real fast, thinking I had it, and I felt good about and the verses were fucking fire, but I forget the fucking word. So the second time is when I forgot drug dealer. At that point, I was ready to say, fuck it. I'm like, I'm not even doing this shit again. Another fucking tournament I'm gonna have to go through, and if I get down to the Elite 8 and fucking choke again, like that's how I felt. Like I was choking on myself. Like I fucking did myself a disjustice. You know what I mean? Like I was letting myself down more than anything else. I'm like, I should be bodying this shit. And I'm losing the subpar lyricists, if you ask me. Like the cats I lost to in the Elite 8 both times, like they should have never fucking beat me. They only did because I forgot the word. And people were like, yo, the Gatekeeper should have won that blowing up Arson's contest, like in the comments. But I was like, fuck it. And I knew one time I did it. As soon as I submitted the video, before they even put the fucking videos up, I put it up in the comments. I was like, yup, I said, I just lost again because I forgot the fucking word drug dealer. And I was sick, bro. Then the 3rd time, I wasn't even gonna do it. And I told Arsonal, I hit up Arsonal, I was like, yo, bro, I appreciate the opportunity and all that, dog, but I ain't even got it in me this time. Like, I'm ready to just fucking fold up and call it a day. I said, because twice in the Elite 8, you know what I mean, out of 32 people, to make it that far and fucking lose because of beating myself. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck that. And then he's like, no, dog, stay in it. Like, he kind of encouraged me. He was like, stay in it. He said, you nice. He said, there's no storyteller rappers in this. He said, come back for the 3rd one. Then he told me, plus his manager fucks with me. You know what I mean? Like, I guess, like, from what I understood, like, his manager thought I was going to win it like the first 2 contests I entered. You know what I mean? So then I was like, fuck it. I came back for the 3rd contest, and I was like, when when it gets down to that fucking Elite 8, I don't give a fuck if I don't gotta sleep, I ain't gonna eat, I ain't doing nothing. I was like, this shit is not gonna break me again. Fuck that, because I got mad at myself. And that's when I went through, smashed all 5 rounds.
You did. You did indeed. And you ended up winning Arsenal's tournament 2020.
Crazy.
What was the name of the tournament? Was there a name?
I got bars, something like that.
And is there footage of this on YouTube that people can look up?
Well, it's on my page actually, because once the one tournament was over, he'd take down all the videos off of his page and shit like that. So if you didn't screen record it, like when he announced the winner, I was like, I knew it was me or this dude Piranha. And I was worried about Piranha because I was fuck with him. Piranha lost the second tournament to this dude named Gino in the car, who's a monster. Shout out.
Was Piranha the last person that you faced?
Yeah, Piranha was the last person I faced, and I knew Ars fucked with him because he lost the second tournament. Arsenal still flew him out, worked with him. I was like, wow, Ars is feeling this dude. So like, I was like, fuck, man.
So you thought there might have been a bias going in?
You got to think like that in the beginning because like I know Arsenal from the game and shit like that, but I didn't know what his character was before that, and I was like, damn, man. But then I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, Arsenal's not even a judge. So I might be able to get through this shit. Either way, you know what I mean? He was even saying it. He said when he announced the winner, he was like, yo, lyrically, he's like, I don't think anybody's fucking with Piranha that was in any of the tournaments, and that's what he said. So I was like, oh, but then before he announced it, I was like, fuck, man. I was like, yep, I just lost the fucking Piranha because I said something to him. I said something, and I was like, I said, bitch, I said, we from the ocean state. There ain't a fish we don't eat. Like, you know what I mean? Like this, and the fact that he could, like, shot, like, I didn't know Arsenal was gonna fly him out. I thought he was gonna be in the third tournament. So in my first round of the third tournament, I threw a shot at him, talking about the ocean state. I said, bitch, I'm from the ocean state. There ain't a fish we don't eat. You know what I mean? And, yeah, so I threw a shot at him, and he wasn't even in the fucking tournament. I ended up seeing him Arsenal's page. Arsenal flew his ass out. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
And I told Ars, I was like in the inbox, I was like, yo, I threw a shot at your boy, dog, like your boy Piranha in round 1. He said, I know, I heard. He said, throwing shots is good. You know what I mean? So I was with that. I was pumped about that. But yeah, man, I thought I was gonna lose, and then lo and behold, he kept it real. He was like, the judges picked me because Piranha, when he would get into the end rounds, like the finals, he would like, it was like almost like the pressure was hard for him to handle or whatever. I can't speak for him, but you know what I mean? But it seemed like in all the final rounds, he was struggling again in the finals. Like he lost to Gino in the car, and then he ended up losing to me, you know?
I'm gonna say this because I don't feel like a lot of credit is given to people. I feel like people, for some reason, would rather not give credit to people when they're doing well. And I just want to say that congratulations, first and foremost, for winning that tournament. That's a good look for New England.
I think so.
Are you officially under Takeover Battle League? Like, are you a battle rapper for Takeover Battle League? Would you say?
I don't even know, to be honest. That's a good question. I fucks with them. You know what I mean? I fucks with everybody over there. Zay and all them. You know, Zay's always been cool to me. He's never fucked me over, caused me any problems, talk shit behind my back. So I rocks with Zay. But I don't know, honestly, because I haven't had a battle under Takeover yet. I battled one time on Boiler Room, and then because early on in the Takeover Battle League, when it was affiliated with the other crew, which I'm not going to even bother mentioning, but that's when there was issues. That's why I didn't battle to begin with. It had nothing to do with Zay. It had to do with the other side that had something to say at that time. Now that other side's no longer there and no longer has anything to say at all. So I was supposed to have a play that was supposed to battle with Demon Dame. You know what I mean? But COVID hit. Everybody got masked up, and that's where we're at now. So I don't even know what's going on with that. I haven't spoken to Zay about battling on the platform, but I mean, I'm sure if he hits me up, we might be able to work something out.
I was gonna say that because I was gonna say that's a good look for Takeover Battle League. It is regardless, either way. I mean, we're right next to each other.
Yeah, hell yeah. I feel like I have something to bring to the table. I always felt like I had something to bring to the table. I always felt like no matter where I battled, people were gonna notice it regardless. You know what I mean? Just because of who I am. Like I know who the fuck I am, crazy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. If I was somebody else, I would tell them I knew who they were. You know what I mean? Because I recognize it. You know what I mean? I know what I am. I really, honest to God, don't think anybody's fucking with me when it comes to music, when it comes to anything. I feel like I'm the full package. I think if I was a little bit better looking, I would have already been on. You know what I mean? Straight up.
That's funny.
Yeah, straight up. Keep it a buck, bro. You know what I mean?
That's
like
funny.
If I was more easy around the eyes and I wasn't such a savage looking motherfucker, I'd already been on, brother. Like, trust me, because then I would have had everything. You know what I mean? The only thing I'm lacking is being a fucking looker.
I was actually gonna ask. You mentioned Demon Dame. You mentioned that, and I was gonna get to that. But before we do get to that, real quick,
got some bars for you, Dame. Still, I'm letting you know, brother. We did the face off already. It's in the can, bro. I got you, brethren.
Now, before we get to that, real quick, there was also a secondary winner of another tournament. That was a battler out of New England.
Yeah, you talk about Just Cuz.
Just Cuz.
Sue Surf had a tournament.
Sue Surf also had a tournament.
And Just Cuz won it. He's from New London, Connecticut. Shout out Just Cuz. That kid's a monster, man. I'm gonna give it to him. I battled him the other night, and honestly, I was fucking surprised. I slept on him a little bit. I probably shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like, we both had the same amount of time going into this battle because we both got offered it at the same time from Lex. So shout out Lex Luthor for my battle. That man's a fucking genius because it was smart. Because Just Cuz won Surfs, right? I won Arsenals. What better way to open the Motherland card than two people that just won major battle rappers tournaments? You know, so I thought that was relatively smart on his part. And when Just Cuz was only in the final 4 of Surf's tournament when he offered me that battle, and I got that battle maybe 3-4 weeks out. I don't want to say like it was too short, but you know, at the time when he offered me the battle, I was in Florida in the studio with Shaq and Arsonal, like right around that same time. Like within that whole week, all this shit happened. So like I'm down there working on a project with them, we're talking about things, setting up things to shoot the video, the whole 9 yards. And then he hits me up. He's like, "Yo, Lurch, you want a battle?" I said, "Who is it? Where?" You know what I mean? And he told me, it was just without even flinching. I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll take that fucking battle."
Did you know him before that?
No, I knew, like I seen him around because he's been in the same battle groups and all that. So we know each other's names regardless. I don't know if either one, like I never checked into his music before I knew I had to battle him, and I'm sure he never looked into me either because he's got his own movement. You know what I mean? Who the fuck's checking on somebody else when you got your own path to walk? So we knew of each other, but didn't really know each other. And I was actually kind of happy about the fact that when I walked in and met him, that him and I were comparable in size. Like he was like the same size as me. Because honestly, you start to look like a bully after a while when you're the size I am and you're constantly looking down on opponents and all that. You start to come off as, you know, being somewhat of a monster. So to have somebody in front of my face that I could stand there on my toes and look eye to eye with and feel like if it really turned, like not saying we don't know it's battle rap and all that, but I feel like if it would have turned some other way, it would have been a worthy adversary. You know what I mean? Because he had some size on him, so I felt like what better way to do this? Plus, it's going to be aesthetically pleasing when people see it on camera to have two giant guys like fucking going head up in this battle. So I thought it was dope, and he really impressed me. I'm not going to take anything away from him. That kid's a monster. It made me want to look more into him after the battle because I was like, okay, I see you, Just Cuz. You know what I mean? Like I just wasn't expecting it. You know what I mean? And so honestly, if I got to keep it a beam, I'm going to say he probably edged me in the room because just being a man about shit. Like if you take an L, you take an L. You know what I mean? Period. Like I think he got me in the room, but I'm not sure. It might be debatable when it's rewatched online, just because the energy, you don't feel the same type of energy you feel. But the energy that kid had in that fucking room was serious.
And you said that was for iBattle.
Yeah, that was iBattle. That's Lex Luthor's platform. He's out of Connecticut. So, and that's another thing. Like I knew walking in there. First of all, I'm not stupid. When they put the promotional video up of the battle, all right, Just Cuz's song was the background track for the promotion video for Motherland. All right, he's opening up the card. It was his first battle ever. They tried to feed me to Just Cuz. And I knew that was gonna happen from the door because it's one of their own. You gotta think about it. The battle was in Connecticut. iBattle is located, like they are out of Connecticut. All right, and I'm not saying there was no bias because I showed mad love in the room. You know what I mean? Like everybody was cool and shit like that. But when you're coming in from OT, you're coming out of town, you're showing up into another man's home state, you know what I mean, another man's face, you know, and like we were in his arena that time, you know what I mean? The room might have shaken differently if it was in Rhode Island.
I see.
You know what I mean? That's just the way I feel about it. But he definitely did his thing. Like I said, I can't take nothing away from him. I was honestly impressed. I dapped him up after it was over and told him, I was like, yo, I said, you keep doing your thing, you're gonna be a force to be reckoned with this, and people are gonna have to worry about you. You know what I mean? Just like the same way I feel they're gonna have to worry about me. Like I never battled in this style before. This is all new to me, taking like this style of battling. Like the way I felt like the way I delivered my shit on Saturday, I kind of delivered it old school too, because people was telling me like, yo, like your shit is like different than everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I came at them more like being on the corner than like we were in a room full of people. You know what I mean? That's what I gotta figure out how to change. You know what I mean? Write more to get reactions from that room as opposed to get reaction from the masses. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he definitely did his thing, man. I enjoyed it. But to be honest, me and Just Cuz should have already faced off with each other in Sue Surf's tournament. And I just want to say this right here for the world to see and put this out in the universe. Sue Surf can go fuck himself, like straight up. That dude, in my opinion, is a fucking clown. I don't like the way he does business, and I respected him before all this. Can't take nothing away from his pen, because he's a monster when he does what he does, you know what I'm saying? I'll give that to him, but on a personal level, a business level, I can't fuck with a dude like that, honestly. Honestly, I entered his fucking, when he had the tournament up, I caught wind of it when I was in the midst of Arsenal's tournament. On the first week I was in Arsenal's tournament, I heard about Surfs. I hit him up, yo, Surf, what I gotta do to be in the tournament? He responded back with $100. I said, what's your Cash App? I'm gonna send that to you now. He gave me his Cash App. Sent him the $100 registration fee. I waited like a week, didn't hear nothing about the tournament. By that point in time, I'm already had lost the first tournament with Arsonal, and I'm going into my second tournament, and I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? Hopefully the Sue Surf shit comes out and I can body something over there. And then, like I said, a week and a half goes by, nothing for the tournament, no bracket, no nothing. I hit him up, yo, Surf, what's good with the tournament? He kind of came at me sideways. I got all the messages. He was like, oh, this, that, the third tournament to start. When I say it starts, I said, dog, I was just fucking checking on when it was start. I want to make sure I didn't miss it. It starts when I say it starts. All right, cool, bro. Just don't forget me. I know I sent you the money like 2 weeks ago. I got all the messages to back all this up. Then boom, 2 weeks go by, I hear nothing. I had already won Arsonal shit now. All right. No, I don't even think I won it yet. It was right before they announced the winner. Okay. So it was like that week coming up, like a couple of days away. Boom, the bracket comes out for Surf. My name's not on it. I hit him up. I'm like, yo, Surf, what's good, bro? I said, my name is not even on the fucking bracket. Like, what happened? He's like, oh, things have been hectic. I must have got caught up there in the mix. I said, so what you're saying right now is I'm not part of this tournament, that I was one of the first motherfuckers to send you the yard to lock myself in. And he's like, oh, why you sweating me over a punk-ass $100? And then I lost my shit. Like, I'm like, what do you mean a punk-ass $100? You're Sue Surf, right? Mr. Money Man getting paid for these battles. Like, you're in a way fucking better position than an artist like me. And you're telling me it's a petty $100? I know motherfuckers that try to smoke cats over 50. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you're trying to act like fucking $100 is petty. In the streets, $100 get you a fucking ass beat. What you mean $100 petty? I know people that ain't got $10 to their name, don't know how the fuck they're gonna eat tonight. So that's how I know this motherfucker got awful bougie when he started getting further and further in his career. So
Surf's out here stealing deposits?
That's the way I felt about it, because I came at him and was like, yo, dog, you really did this shit as a fucking money grab. I said, Arsenal's tournament, I said, people win this shit, he's got them out on a fucking flight the next day. You see them live with Arsonal the next day. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, you know what I mean? Because Arsonal kind of started the trend with all this shit. When he was the first one to start the tournaments. And then you see all other people, like, Arsonal set the trend for a lot of things in COVID that he's not getting the recognition for, and that's a fucking fact.
Arsenal's a legend.
Yeah,
Arsenal's
he definitely
a
set
legend.
trends with the whole, the rap tournaments, the battle tournaments. Arsonal did that first, before anybody when the COVID started. And the other shit we're doing, like the mixtapes and shit like that, he had a handle on that too. He was one of the first names out there to start doing shit like that. And everybody seen what he was doing and started flipping. And now you see everybody. Style P got one, or I think Sheik got one, Jada got one, Fabulous is doing, everybody and their mother's doing that. But Arsonal was the first cat to do something like that. And everybody took his shit and ran with it. But yeah, so I was pissed off because I'm like, look, you took my fucking $100 out, so I can't be the only one. So there's gotta be other people out there that sent you the money, you lost in the shuffle, you picked and chose who you wanted in the fucking bracket, and you thought the people that you could get over on were these people.
Now, how many people were in that tournament?
32.
32 as well?
So think about it, $100 a piece, 32 people, you're making $3,200 right off the fucking rip. Think about the people that may have entered it and didn't get their tournament.
That's what I was gonna ask. Now, was it a situation where it was like the first 32 will be the chosen 32, or how were these people picked?
What he tried to do is, I guess it was first come, first serve. He put the tournament out there, whoever pays the deposit, the $100 to get in there gets it.
Yeah.
I did that shit before anybody. Like, as soon as he put it up, boom. Like, I found out about it.
So what do you think
happened
happened then? Because it sounds like,
I think he took money from a lot of different people and didn't realize who he fucking took money from, set up this fucking bracket, and forgot the people that kicked in first because it started filling up. So I think it was an honest mistake in the beginning, but how he handled it wasn't like a gentleman.
I see.
You know what I mean? Every gangster has to have a gentleman involved, otherwise you can't do business.
And did he say anything about refunding people that weren't?
He sent me my money back, like, because I started ragging on him. I'm like, what the fuck, dog? Like, when he made like a small thing, to me it's not a small thing. To me that was an opportunity. Fuck the $100. You took my chance away from me to body 32 other fucking rappers and win. You took my chance at the crown away from me. You took my chance at battling Just Cuz away from me. You understand? Because I should have been in that tournament with him. So him and I should have already had fucking seen each other. You understand what I'm saying? And he kept me out of the tournament for whatever reason. And I personally think, because he follows Arsonal, I personally think he seen me bodying shit in Arsenal's tournament, knew what the fuck was gonna happen if I jumped in his, and probably didn't want me to win his shit. Shit happens all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I get hated on all the time because of the way I look. It's politics, brother. You know what I mean? Straight up. And when they know you're a certain person who's no nonsense, I'm not gonna take the fuckery. That's when they try to stay away from you because they don't want to deal with the problem that's gonna come in the end if they do some sideways shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what it did. And I don't give a fuck. People can laugh, say whatever. I've opened a lot of doors for myself recently. So the odds that him and I are gonna see each other on a stage or someplace, it's real fucking good in my mind. And he's gonna have to answer for all that tough guy shit he talked then.
At least he gave you your money back,
yeah,
right?
He did give me
At
my
least.
money back.
I was over here thinking he didn't give you your money back at all. I'm like, damn.
Think about what would have happened if he didn't. Like, think about that. His whole reputation's on the line, over $100 fucking. I'm sure I'm not the only one. You don't just do that with one person and forget. You know what I mean? Especially after you punked me when I asked when the tournament started. Oh, it starts when I start. So now I'm thinking, well, maybe he intentionally kept me out of it because he felt I questioned him in the beginning, like when was it gonna happen? Plus, I was bodying shit in three of Arsenal's tournaments. I was the person picked by a lot of people for the first 2 tournaments I lost. Everybody said I was gonna win, so people thought I was gonna win the first 2 tournaments. So when I came back and smashed the 3rd tournament, what the fuck could they say? It speaks for itself, and I gotta give this to Arsenal too. There was no politics involved in his tournaments.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good thing. Okay. Because if you're a real spitter and you feel like politics have kept you out of shit, that was the perfect opportunity for me to really show and prove, you know what I'm saying? Show who I was. And when I fucked up and did things that could have been improved on, I did. And I came back, improved upon it, and then did what I had to do to win. You know what I mean? So, like, and it wasn't based upon loyalty to anybody else. Like, he fucked with Piranha, and I still beat Piranha to win the tournament. That speaks volumes about Arsenal's character. It truly does. You know what I mean? It speaks volumes about his character. And when I was down there, he showed me nothing but love, dog. I got down there. He was there with his people. He had his man Trey Day, shout out Trey Day, and shout out Oye. His people, yeah, they're both off Grape Streets out of Tampa. So, and he had his people down there. They embraced me, showed me nothing but love. Like, I was in the fucking studio with them chilling. I showed up my own beat and shit. I set the tempo for the track because I laid down my verse first. And then Arsonal sat there and wrote his. After I laid down mine and all that, he wrote his shit. And then while we're in there and Arsonal's getting ready to lay his shit down, he walks up to me and tells me I got a phone call on his phone. I'm like, who the fuck could be calling me on Arsonal's phone? But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, it gotta be somebody fire because they're calling Arsonal's phone, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, who? He said, yo, so all I'm gonna tell you is the person that called this phone right now said, let me talk to my ninja Lurchum. I'll put it like that. He said, let me talk to my ninja Lurchum. And then I was like, oh shit, I grabbed the phone and it was fucking Shaquille O'Neal, dog, and I lost my fucking mind. I legit, yo, cause I don't fanboy nobody. I've been around some of the greatest spitters in the game, brother. You know what I mean? Like, honest to God. So I don't fanboy anybody. But Shaq is like a demigod. Like, Shaq is like a fucking god, bro. I picked up the phone. He was like the gatekeeper. That's the first thing he said to me. I was like, Shaq Diesel, what's good with you, baby? And he was like, yo, Lurch, I'm a big fan. He's like, I've been following you for a while, da-da-da-da-da. When he followed me, I didn't even realize it was him. He followed me last year, but it came up Dr. O'Neal. So I just figured it was some random Instagram
somebody with the last name
so
O'Neal or something?
I never clicked on it to look. And like, I had already followed him because he's Shaq. I've been following him. But when he followed me, I didn't even know. He fell through the cracks with like all the other followers and shit like that. And then when he told me that, I was like, oh shit, Shaq. And I looked at his page. I was like, I didn't realize it said Dr. O'Neal. And he's like, I'm the sheriff too. And he pulled out this fucking big ass sheriff badge. Shaq will pop him, motherfucker, throw him in cuffs. We got it. Don't get it twisted.
I'm sure.
Like, yo, he's got it. Yeah, so he's a sheriff, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants anywhere he wants, which is pretty fucking awesome. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm a big fan. We were talking for a few minutes, and I said, yo, I'm humbled that you even called this man's phone to speak to me. I appreciate you, Shaq. So that means the world to me hearing, you know what I mean, that you're a fan of my music, you know what I mean? That felt good, bro, you know what I'm saying? This is fucking Shaq. And he a boss spitter with a platinum album. Maybe 2. You know what I mean? So then he was like, yo, Lurch, why don't you send me that beat? I was like, what? He was like, send me the beat. Blew my fucking mind.
Which beat?
What
like,
beat? The beat of the song that I was doing with Arsonal.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, yeah, send me that beat. And I'm like, hell yeah. I was like, Shaq, you wait right there. And I brought Arsonal back his phone. I was like, oh, Ars. I said, Shaq wants you to send him the beat. So Ars is like, I got it. So now Ars wasn't even finished with his verse. And then when Ars went back in the booth and I heard him spit his verse, he mentioned Shaq. Like the way in the video, he said, got Shaq on it. Yeah, he said, I got Shaq on a track, real ninja from, I say ninja, be politically correct.
Yeah,
real
yeah.
Ninja from Jersey, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm shooting from deep and I'm giving you 30, you know what I mean? Like, and so once he mentioned Shaq, I'm like, hell, in my mind, I'm like, I'm getting this fucking Shaq verse for sure. Because Shaq asked for the beat, and then Arsonal fucking Sent it over to him, and it's funny because Arsonal sent the beat over to him at like 5 in the morning. So I left Tampa. I drove to Orlando because Arsonal gave me the chance. He was like, "Look, we can record in that studio in Tampa where I've been taking everybody." He said, there's like $1 million studio upstairs from the club here in downtown Orlando. He said, we can meet up there and do the shit there. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to the better studio. My bad, dude. I said, fuck yeah, I'm going to the better studio. So I drove 2.5 hours from Tampa to Orlando. Got there, we jumped in the studio. Shit was fire. Key fob to get in. You can't use the elevators. Like, it was like some real deal shit.
You didn't get no footage of that?
Oh yeah, it's on my gram. But yeah, so we went in there, and then so once he was in the booth and shit, Arsonal, he did his verse and shit. I heard him mention Shaq, so I figured, all right, easy. So boom, that studio session ends, whatever. We say goodbyes, all that shit. I head back to the hotel, spend the night out in Orlando, leave the next morning to go back to Tampa, because Arsonal was like, yeah, I'm going to Shaq's house tomorrow, so I figured they were gonna lay down Shaq's verse over there, and my part of it was done. So then I make it back, it's like a 2.5 hour ride, like I said. I make it back to Tampa. I'm in the hotel room at like 6:30 that night, the same day I left Orlando. I get a call, it's fucking Arsonal on my phone. I'm like, oh shit. I answer the phone, I'm like, what's good with you, Ars? He's like, yo, you think you could be at the studio for 9 p.m.? I got a surprise for you. That's exactly what he said. I looked at the time, it's 6:30. I'm like, it's a 2.5 hour ride. In my head, I'm like, hell yeah, we could be there. I said, I'll see you there at 9. He's like, all right, I'll see you then. So then I hang up the phone. I said to my son, I'm like, Bailey, we gotta fucking pack up this room, motherfucker. Let's go. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, we packed up the whole fucking room in like 5 minutes, bro. I threw everything in the back of the excursion and drove to Orlando. I pulled up to the hotel in Universal Studios on Universal Boulevard, dope hotels, like a Hyatt or something, fire. So I stayed there. I checked in. I called Ars. I text Ars. I'm like, Ars, I'm gonna be like 15 minutes late to the studio. I said, I'm just checking in now. He's like, easy, no worry. So boom, check in, slide over to the studios. I'm pulling into the parking lot where the paid parking is, so where your car is secure and shit. Cause I drove my own excursion all the way down there, so I had all my shit, a lot of shit in it and all that. So I want to make sure it's good. So I paid to park. As I'm pulling into the parking lot to park, there's a meter you gotta pay to put the sticker in your window or whatever. I turn to the right, all I hear is, what's up, Lurchums? I look, it's fucking Shaquille O'Neal, bro. Paying the fucking parking meter. I'm like, oh my fucking God, bro.
That's
I pulled
fire.
up, hell yeah. I threw it in park, jumped out, dapped up with him real quick. He introduced me to his wife. He had his wife with him. Tiny little thing. His wife's gotta be like 4 foot nothing, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. When he left that night after we recorded, he threw his wife on his shoulder and jogged her to his custom fucking, he had some kind of custom Charger, ill shit, dog. His seat was in the back seat.
That's
straight
funny.
Up. Yeah, hell yeah. So we went up in there and he fucking killed, yo. I'll tell you honestly, I've been fucking with Shaq's music for a lot of years. I had his first album, I'm Outstanding. I had Shaq Fu. When we were in the studio, I told Shaquille, I was like, yo, I got your album in the car right now. And he was like, get the hell out of here. And Arsonal was like, nah, he showed it to me yesterday after he talked to you on the phone, he showed it to me. He's like a true fan. And I'm like, hell yeah. So I went down to the truck and I showed it to him, and I had the Shaq Fu album from '94.
Man, that's lit.
Yeah, he was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So I was amped about that. And then, yeah, man, he got in that booth, and I'm gonna tell you, like I said, I followed his music for years. He was the first ball player to ever spit bars like that. People don't give him credit. Like, he was the first NBA ball player. I'm almost positive. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, somebody put it in the comments down below. But I'm pretty sure Shaq was the first NBA star that ever dropped an album. He's damn sure the first one that went platinum. You know what I mean? So, like, I love his music from when I was a kid. His shit was inspiring, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that NWA shit I was listening to and the other shit. Like, he made you want to be an athlete. He made you want to fucking...
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Shaq's music, to be honest with you.
Right. But I'm going to tell you this right now. The verse I got from Shaq is the most fire verse I ever heard from Shaq in my whole life. And
Is that available? Can the people listen to it, like, as somewhere yet?
Not just yet. The album, I'm getting ready to drop the album, The Gatekeeper. So I'm debating on the date of it. It's either going to be the very end of July or the first, just after the first week of August. I'm thinking about I'm thinking about dropping it on my boy's 20th anniversary of him passing away, to be honest with you. Benny DeWillis, God rest his soul, it's my brother. So he passed away August 8th, so I'm thinking about dropping the project on that day. And, you know, kind of like pay homage to him with that, you know what I mean? Drop it on the day they took him from us, you know? So I was thinking about that, and so I'm not sure, I'm still so up in the air though. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. But it's gonna be on the Gatekeeper project. I got that feature, I got the Shaq and Arsonal feature, I got a feature with Tech 9 and Calico. I got a feature coming up with the Bill Collector. I'm about to slide out to PA and go hit the studio with him. I was talking to him this morning. because he hit me up on a picture of a fish, bro. I bought a fucking alligator guard down there. It was like 3 feet. I put it up on my gram. He commented on it. I seen the blue check. I'm like, who's this with a blue check commenting on my shit? You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it. It was the bill collector. He was like, yo, it's wild. I'd have been gassed if I looked over the rail and seen it. I was like, yo, PA ain't that far from Rhode Island. I said, we get together because he said he's a lousy fisherman. He said, I'm trashing fishing. I said, yo, we got to get together and change that. And he was like, bet, put mad muscle arms up. And then 5 minutes later, he inboxed me. He's like, yo, you got something with an open verse open? I mean, with a verse open? I was like, yeah.
That's dope.
Said, yeah, hell yeah. And I was like, I got one even better for you. I said, I hit up my producer, shout out Ill Brown out of Chicago, True Colors, Hawk Life Family. Yo, it's my brother, and he's a monster producer. So I said, I can have my producer shoot you a folder with a bunch of shit in it, and you can choose a beat, and we'll fucking smash it. So Ill Brown sent him over the folder. He picked this beat called Rain. So we're gonna smash that soon, and I'm gonna have that on the album. That's why it's the last thing I gotta knock. It's the last feature I'm waiting for. Once I got the Bill Collector feature in the can, it's over. I'm gonna try to lock that in with a video too, because I got a couple of videos getting ready to drop. You ain't ready for the Gatekeeper project.
Now, is there one central place where people can go to keep up with this stuff? Like, it's just your Facebook or Instagram or YouTube? Like, because...
To be honest, I'm more active on Instagram than anything now. It's at Lurchums, Lurch.
So they need to get familiar.
Yeah, absolutely. I spend more... Everything I post on Instagram automatically posts on Facebook. So a lot of times I'm not as active on Facebook. I'll look at it maybe once or twice a day. You know, if on a good day, you know, sometimes I won't even touch my Facebook for like a fucking week, 2 weeks at a time, and I got messages and comments. I just miss them because, I don't know, I feel like Facebook, even though Facebook and the Grams all owned by the same people, I feel like Instagram's a better outlet for me right now. I've gotten more accomplished off of it in a short period of time.
Yeah.
My followers have gone up like 2,000 followers, 1,500, 2,000 followers in the last fucking 4 weeks, you know? So things are going good there right now. And more people interact with me. More of my fans are on Instagram. They fuck with me heavy on Instagram. I got all that going on, man. There's gonna be a lot of big things getting ready to happen. I'm gonna surprise a lot of people, man. We got King OSF just got signed out of Rhode Island. You know what I mean? To join them. We got a lot of things going on. We got Flawless just did that fucking TV show on Netflix. Like, the eyes are on Rhode Island right now. So anybody that's out there grinding, any artist, battle rapper, anybody out there with any kind of talent, man, stay diligent, because the Ocean State got a spotlight on it now. And it's not just because of me, you know what I mean? It's because of a lot of talented people that are making us shine. You know what I mean? We're shining because we got a lot of talent out there. We've been overlooked for too long, Pedro. You know what I mean? We're in the fucking pocket of all the greats. Think about it. We're in the back pocket of all the greats. Jersey, fucking New York. We got Boston, fucking everywhere. You know, Philly. Like, we're surrounded by that. I feel like us and Connecticut a lot of times.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like,
we're a tiny fucking state.
Exactly.
We pretty much don't even exist on the map, almost.
And it's worse for us than Connecticut, brother. You know what I mean? It's bad for Connecticut too, because they're in the pocket of the greats too. But it's worse for us. You know what I mean? We're a lot smaller. You got a crab in a bucket mentality out here in Rhode Island. Like you said earlier, people don't want to congratulate. They'd rather hate. They see somebody like me or somebody like you doing something with your vlogs, you know, everything you do, and they want to hate, as opposed to saying, wow, you're doing a good fucking job. You're putting on.
Or trying to get on, because I'm trying to put everybody on too. I want everybody to join.
I think I came here and did this with you. You know what I mean? Other people have hit me up and I've told them no, because, you know what I mean? I just know, like, we did that interview before, me and Wick, shout out Gladiator Gang, you know what I mean? And I just feel like if you're gonna give back to the people that are in the trenches with you.
Matter of fact, since we on that topic, you were one of the first people to come out and support. You know what I'm saying? The battle booth. Just so that people can hear this on camera, we are currently doing a giveaway, kind of like a giveaway, where if you can simply prove that you are subscribed and supporting the battle booth and or sharing content, you have a choice between either a free battle booth face mask or a free battle booth t-shirt. So it's as simple as that, literally. All right, guys, so all you got to do, if you're local, if you know me, you know what I'm saying, battlers specifically, because the t-shirts I'll have will be exclusively for battlers, just prove to me that you are supporting the movement, subscribe and all that good shit, and I got you. You have your choice between a face mask and a t-shirt. Speaking of face masks, though, I got something for you right here, brother.
Yes, got my battle booth face mask.
You already know the deal, man.
I will be wearing this on a regular basis because I hate the ones that make me look like a fucking retired doctor.
Yeah.
This shit's fire. Good looking out, bro.
Yeah, nah, no doubt, bro. Oh yeah, for sure. You already know. For sure. But yo, man, we appreciate you going over what you've been doing lately. There's a couple things that have been going on in the culture, though, that we should talk about as well. You know what I mean?
Yes, let's do that.
I don't know if you've heard or have listened to any of the... hold on one moment. What the hell is all this Spanish music playing? Hold on.
Being proud, baby. You know
Yo, I know, man. This is crazy,
I'm
man.
about to go get a plate. That motherfucker got an aunt somewhere right now cooking empanadas. Tell him.
What going on? Turn that shit down. Anyways, yeah. So, have you heard anything that happened with Gnome X at the Gnome X event?
A little bit. Break it down for me. Let me hear something.
Well, I mean, what have you heard since you haven't heard everything? Because I know everything.
This is the one. This is the event that
just happened on Caffeine. The one where Sue Surf and Loaded Lugs battled.
I heard Surf choked, and you fucking deserve it. You fucking smug bastard. I'm glad you choked. I can't wait till you're standing across the stage from me and I body you 3-0. It's gonna be bad. I'm calling Surf out. Calling Surf out. I'm starting to make a little name for myself. Eventually, you're gonna have to see me, Surf. You're gonna have to answer for that $100.
Talk that shit.
I got a $100 bill on the line right now. We can do it unlimited, 3 rounds. We can do whatever you want.
That same 100 you guys cash at back and forth.
Oh, yeah,
the same 100.
Don't make me trick you into battling me, motherfucker, and send a fucking another person who you don't know knows me and pay your ass to show up. It's gonna look real bad. Might be worth the funds. It's gonna be bad for him.
Yeah, Surf.
So that's why I heard he choked. I heard a lot of people. I heard he walked away in the rain. I seen a snippet of a video.
Oh man.
Yeah, with his head down in the rain.
Yeah. Surf. Yeah, he was pretty much. Yeah, he choked. He was jerseying. He was doing everything that he wasn't supposed to be doing. Pretty much.
What's jerseying mean? Because I heard you say that.
Jerseying means. So what jerseying means is you pretty much. So you're like in the middle of. You're like in the middle of a scheme or something, and you just stop.
Oh yeah.
Like you're in the middle of something. You don't even finish a bar. You're in the middle of a scheme, bro.
Sentence.
And you just jersey without physically saying jersey, and that's the end. That's it. You just stop.
Yeah, for the fans, because I didn't know what that was. I heard you say in one of your previous videos, like, what the fuck is jersey?
Mid fucking.
Why is it called jersey? Tell the fans. I need to know. I need to know.
It's called jersey because they got that stigma for New Jersey rappers like New Jersey Twerk, Shotgun Suge, Arsonal, Surf, and the choking. You know what I'm saying, in their battles. So they I'm saying pretty much put that jersey and also Twerk and shit, they say jersey like when they finish their round, like, and they're not really, and they kind of like choke almost, but you know what I mean, they'll say jersey, you know what I'm saying, type shit, and we know it's like, damn son, what's just happened?
On behalf of Arsonal, I'm offended by that.
No, Arsonal to me, but he's been put in there. I didn't put him in there, but he's been put in there. He's from Jersey, that's why you know what I'm saying. But no, Arsonal to me is a great, but he's.
As far as I'm concerned, just keep it real. I'm not saying this just because I fucks with Arsonal and did this track and all that. Arsonal always been one of my favorites because I told him right to his face why he was one of my favorites. Because I felt like he says shit in his battles that, honest to God, early on, before I understood how the culture really was, would have made me try to punch him. Like, he says some shit that's like worthy of being punched in your fucking mouth, and having the balls to do that shit. Yeah. Hell yeah, I fucks with that.
Yeah,
man.
he's a disrespectful motherfucker for sure.
Absolutely. You know, it's always like that.
Then the following battle, well, the battle before that. Well, let's start with the first battle real quick. The first battle was Fonz and Jay the Nightwing. Did you hear anything about that battle?
I didn't get up on, because you know what, I had so much going on, bro. I had my battle was the same night, plus UFC 251.
Oh yeah. Was that with Masvidal? Yeah.
So I was like much more engaged in that, and I had my own battle to deal with, so I had to leave Connecticut and get back to Pawtucket and shit by fucking 10 o'clock before the fight started. Because I didn't even watch all the battles and I battled.
Nah, it's all good, no worries. Did you hear about Tay-Rock and Daylight?
I heard Tay-Rock got dirty. I heard some of them were close, but Daylight's a fucking monster, bro. He's in a league of his own. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Like honestly, I would love to battle that dude someday, just to say I have a battle with him, just because he's that type of entity to me. Like, to me, he's a fucking space alien, man. I love that dude. He's one of my favorite. Him, Arsonal. I fucks with Bill Collector heavy because I like how
he's unorthodox.
Yeah, like,
he's different.
He's like, he'll start dancing around and fucking, dog. I love that shit because he's so different. He's himself. There's nobody else like Bill Collector, and his uniqueness makes him that way. You know what I mean? I fucks with that because I feel like there's nobody else like me out there either. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I heard Daylight did an interview not that long ago. He was talking about when he fell in love with battle rap, and he loved battle rap. It was when everybody was different. Like, Tay-Rock wasn't like New Jersey Twerk. New Jersey Twerk wasn't like Arsonal. Arsonal wasn't like
I watched it.
Now he feels, you seen that where he feels like everybody's the same, and that's what I feel like makes him stand out, is his uniqueness. And I feel like that's what's gonna make me stand out. The more polished I get in this style of it, people are gonna be in trouble, brother. Yeah, they really are. I just need a couple more under my belt to really cut my teeth. And then once my comfortability level is with this style of it, it's all over. I'm a natural one. My pen is ridiculous. My pen is ridiculous. Now I just got to get the theatrics down. I'm about to break out a new character nobody's ever seen before.
Oh shit! Unknown character.
Unknown. His name is No Cap Spalding. Yeah, you're gonna see him.
Nah, but you're right about the Daylight thing. Like Daylight is not like. I don't think Tay Rock lost. I think Daylight won.
Yeah.
Because
it was fire. I want to see that.
Yeah, because Tay Rock also did a fantastic job. Like any other battle rapper would have had a hard time beating that Tay Rock.
No shit.
Like
I like Tay Rock.
That's a fact. Like Tay Rock, that Tay Rock would have smoked Surf.
Yeah.
That Tay Rock would have smoked fucking the Saga who choked. You know what I'm saying? Which we're gonna talk about real quick, right next, real quick. That Tay Rock would have smoked a lot of battlers, bro. It's just that Daylight had a point to prove. Daylight was proving a point.
Yeah,
is what he was doing.
Yeah, because you seen the interview when
yes,
he
had a point to prove. Yeah. He told us before the battle that he's coming back and he's not playing with nobody. He's not playing with nobody.
He's fire.
And he did that for Tay Rock. So imagine what he's gonna do for somebody who actually writes lyrics that aren't gun bars. Just imagine, bro.
That's the only problem I have with fucking battle rap, bro. I'm so tired of gun bars. I'm just so tired. I feel like that's like that. There's more, like there's so much more battle rap to offer. People just try to go outside their comfort zone.
That's why we gotta appreciate rappers like Daylight and Loaded Lux.
Hell yeah.
Because they're the essence of that.
Facts. You know who I like to, a lot of people give me a hard time, like especially when I'm battling and shit, they want me to be so aggressive. And they want me because of my size, they think I should just automatically be an animal in the pit and in the cage. And it's not necessarily like that. It's like naturally I'm a Biggie style rapper, like a storyteller, smooth, like you can, like I try to deliver my shit in such a way where, you know what I mean, it makes you think. You know, and I feel like it's tough to transition that into a fucking psychopath in the cage. Like I feel like I got.
Nah, if it's not you, it's not you.
I gotta
like I wouldn't force it, you know. Too, I wouldn't force it
either.
That's
where No Cap's gonna come in because I'm gonna have a side of me that's like that. Because I have a side of me that's like that. I just gotta figure out how to integrate it. And that's what No Cap Spalding's gonna be. I got a mask, bro. I'm telling people right now that I put on my face. It's like a half a Jason mask, and the top part of it is Captain Spalding, like from Devil's Rejects. Because everybody always says, "I look, my man, well known, shout out, well known." Been telling me that shit for a fucking decade. Like, you look just like Captain Spaulding. And a lot of people say that, especially when Homeboy passed away. God rest his soul. You know what I mean? When I forgot his name, but that character, the person that played that character, passed, and like everybody was saying it then too. So I feel like if I'm gonna be an animal and I'm gonna go in that and do that, it's gonna be a whole different side of me nobody's seen before. So I might as well give him No Cap Spaulding because I ain't fucking around when I do that. I'm gonna bring him out soon. I'm gonna talk to Lex and see if I can't debut my alter ego on iBattle. You know
That's fire.
Because, yeah, hell yeah.
That'd be fire.
It's a whole different thing. Yo, his whole outfit, everything about this gentleman, and I speak of him in a different person because he is a different person. I got a different side, like, that's my thing, man. I got a lot of different personalities when it comes to this music shit. There's a singing side of me. And they're all different individuals. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like Lurchums showed up and Saturday on that battle, and I should have pulled out No Cap. I just didn't have the time to get things in order the way I wanted.
But aren't you still working on No Cap?
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about the actual full end result of No Cap, like his whole wardrobe, everything about him. The wardrobe's been the toughest part. You know what I mean? Finding the things I need to pull it off correctly.
Just like Van Helsing?
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. People are gonna be like, yo, Lurch is fucking bugging. And I'm telling you right now, when they catch a load of No Cap, fucking it's over, man. It's over. Watch.
So yo,
I'm gonna torture shit with.
So yo, so we talked about Tay Rock. Tay Rock and Daylight.
That's Tay Rock. That's Tay Rock's little cousin, Day Rock. He only comes outside before 7 p.m.
Well, that's a team between Daylight and Tay Rock right there.
Yeah, that's
Daylight.
Yeah, that's their adopted kid. They got.
I mean, Daylight.
Chuck and Larry type shit.
But yo, did you hear anything about the Saga and Mike P?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't. Nope.
The Saga choked. You know how the Saga's really good and is like a wordsmith kind of person too. And
I'm familiar with the battlers. I just didn't. See it,
yeah. Right? Well, he surprisingly choked, bro.
Wow.
Round one.
He was a 3-rounder.
Yeah, 3-rounder. He choked round 1, round 2, round 3. He had this crazy performance thing where he brought out an actual police officer who was a performance. It was like a performer, like just in the police. And he had this whole crazy 3rd round. But even through his 3rd round, he stumbled up and was messing up. So Mike P caught a clear body.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Did you hear anything about the Geechee Gotti versus Averb battle?
No, I didn't.
No? That was a debatable battle. That was pretty cool.
I gotta go back and read. I probably should have watched all this before I came to the interview, but I didn't have the time to. But I'm gonna go watch all this shit probably later on tonight. Sit back with my lady, smoke something, and watch some battles. Yo, my lady been a fan of Lady Lurchums. Yo, she been a fan of this battle rap shit now. And not just because I'm involved in it. She's actually been watching shit. She's got her favorites. I think it's the cutest thing in the world because normally she's like, my wife's got an old soul when it comes to music. She's into that 80s music and shit. You know what I mean? Like them fucking rock ballads and fucking George Michael shit. But yeah, she's been getting into the battle rap. She knows the artists now and shit like that. And I think that's dope. You know
that is dope.
I made a fan out of her. You know
Especially now that you can get it free on caffeine, like, and watch
yeah.
battle rap for free, the main events and shit like that.
That's crazy.
That is dope. So yo, we got something else to talk about.
Okay.
Have you heard or are you familiar with King of the Five's upcoming card on August 29th?
To be honest, I don't fuck with King of the Five, not because of any of the artists that are under the King of the Five. I just don't fuck with homeboy who runs it. That's Wise's shit, right?
Wise Uzumaki.
Yeah, I don't fuck with him. I personally just don't like his character. We could have had something that worked out as far as music and shit like that. We didn't have to be friends and shit, but the way he came at shit, I felt like it was on some sucker shit, man. You know, to be honest, he just did like, he ain't been rapping nowhere as near as long as me. He don't want to pay homage and pay respect. He knows what the fucking deal is. He couldn't beat me in a battle if his fucking life depended on it. And I don't fuck with his shit because I feel like he joined the bandwagon. Like now everybody wants to be a league owner. I feel like you ain't been in the game long enough to run that league. You need to pass off the baton to somebody else who's got more experience and be a part of it and let somebody else run it. Huh? Yeah, I want this on camera. Fuck him.
I was gonna say, man. Let's just go through the battles then. Like, forget about.
Yeah, we can talk about the battles.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just go through the battles.
You can edit this any way you want, honestly, or you can keep all of it. It does not matter to me.
As long as it doesn't matter to you, I don't care.
I'm not a coward. Like I said, I just don't like him business-wise. On some business shit, I can't fuck with him and fuck him because I don't like his personality. Other than that, anybody else that's on this card getting their shit off, and if there's a platform where you can eat and you can do your thing, hey, more power to you. I just personally don't care for the gentleman. But King of the Five is cool. Wise is an asshole.
Word.
You know, that's how I feel.
Let's go through some of the battles real quick then. Are you familiar? Let's see if you're familiar with the names then. You know what I'm saying? Let's go through some of the battles. Ben Superior versus Scripture.
How many rounds?
I believe these are one-rounders, bro, for the most part, bro.
I'm gonna go with Scripture.
Oh, you're familiar with both the battlers?
I've heard of both the battlers. I heard some of Scripture shit. I ain't heard of the other dude too much. So
Ben Superior just had a recent battle at Back to Business for King of the Five.
Only because I heard of Scripture and I heard some of his work. So only because I've heard of him. So I don't know the other dude.
I see.
I'm throwing that one on the wall. Like sticks and sticks.
Yeah, no doubt.
No disrespect to Ben, but.
And we got Yo the God versus Dreadhead.
Yo, B, I'm walking over there right now. I got you. Boys over there fishing, he thinks I'm grabbing chips. BBJs! Sorry about that, brother.
Yo the God versus Dreadhead. What you got?
I'm gonna give it to Dreadhead.
You got Dread?
Yeah,
Dread's been on a roll.
Yeah,
I got a front.
I fucks with Dread too, you know what I mean? I like Dread.
Me too.
One of them DWI boys, right?
Yeah, it's a fact. A-Rod versus Demon Dame. Oh, back to Demon Dame, huh?
I'm gonna give it to Demon Dame because I feel like he's hungry. You know what I mean? I feel like he's hungry. I feel like he's got something to prove because he knows I was headhunting him too. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm still looking to see that battle between you guys.
I'm not even sure if it's gonna happen because somebody asked if it was still gonna go on, and Dame said no.
I asked.
So that was you.
That was me.
Right. Yeah, he said no. So, hey, whatever's clever. You know what I mean? I'm down for whatever's clever. But I figured, in all actuality, this is my message to Dame. Like, you know I fuck with you, little homie. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal, but you might want to take this battle when you got a chance, because you might be kicking yourself in the ass in the end if you don't take it now, because my fees are going up, young man. They're going up. You know, features, all that shit, they're going up. I'm gonna honor this battle because I fucks with you heavy, and you fuck with my nephew and shit like that, and I know your character. You're a good dude, so I fucks with you, so I'm gonna do the battle.
Let's go!
Dame.
Trying to see that.
You don't take this now, Dame.
All right, then we got. So you're giving that to Dame. All right, then we got.
I'm not trying to bribe you either, Dame, motherfucker. I'm not saying you because I'm trying to get the battle, motherfucker.
I got a match for Dame too, man. He's been a supporter since day one, bro, for real. Dame, Ant Keith versus Docs Da Vinci.
Ant Keith sneaky. This motherfucker be popping up all kind of. Come on, man. Show up to the event looking like Jorge Masvidal one time.
Oh shit, yeah. He kind of does look like Jorge Masvidal a little bit.
I thought it was a good look for him when he did that, only because Conor did it first, and then Jorge actually wore it to a fight, because Conor wore it in an open workout, like from his locker room to there. But Jorge wore that bitch to a pay-per-view event, sat in the front row, and fucking just on his Scarface shit. Yeah. So I felt like when Keith pulled that out, I thought that was pretty fucking slick.
Keith is a funny dude, man. Unpredictable. I think he's unpredictable.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. I'm gonna give that to Ant Keith. Because this motherfucker could literally show up in a Barney costume, man. Like, honest to God, like, he could, any fucking thing's possible with him. He could show up with his head shaved like Mr. T with 2,000 chains on, like I Pity the Fool. Like that, you can't trust Keith.
I know we outdoors, but I gotta do this, man.
I tell you. These people show up, motherfucker. You can't trust that motherfucker.
So you giving that to Ant?
Yeah, I have to. If I was to have a battle Keith, I'd have a private eye doing surveillance on him for 2 weeks just to see what he's up to.
See what he's up to?
Because you know you can't trust that motherfucker. He'll be like, 1 minute you'll see him in Family Dollar, the next minute he's in some type of fucking mask company. Like, you can't trust him. Yeah, he's sneaky. I'm gonna give that to Keith just because he's so fucking sneaky.
Alright, then we got Beretta Broke versus Curto.
I'm gonna give it to Broke.
Curto just had a very good battle versus LSG.
Really?
At Back to Business.
So who you think
very good battle. LSG edged him. Edged him. But when I say edged, that's because Curto did a great job, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the opinion of the majority. He did a great job against LSG. LSG just did a bit better. He just had some more room shakers than you know what I mean? And he had more conviction and more confidence. Is what he had.
I fucks with LSG. Like, I fucks with LSG. Not like I fucks with LSG. Like, oh, I fucks with, that's my dude. Like, I like to fuck with LSG. I like.
Messing with him.
Yeah, I like to fuck with him. I like when they comment on shit. I like telling him he lost a wick every time I say every chance I get. Just to be a fucking asshole about it, because I feel like if I stir up some scuff between DWI and myself, you know, I got respect for them young boys. You know what I mean? But I feel like they got a good team, and if you're gonna. Why go after just one person when you can headhunt 6 or 7? You know, so that's why I fucks with LSG. But I see him.
But as far as Curto and Beretta Broke, you got Broke on that?
Yeah, I'm taking
Broke the champ, the people's champ.
Give it to him.
All right, we got Manny Uwap versus Wise Uzumaki.
Fuck.
I mean, and we're not talking about nothing else but battling.
I'm trying not to be biased on it. I'm gonna leave that one. I'm just not gonna give my opinion on it because I don't think I can formulate an opinion because. I just don't like that dude, man.
Well,
it's cool not to be.
Have you seen him battle? Have you seen Wise battle?
Yeah, I've seen him battle.
Have you seen Manny Uwap battle?
No, I haven't.
Okay, all right.
So I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, all right, cool.
You know?
Jay Soulja versus King Fame.
Give it to Soulja.
Soulja?
Yeah, give it to Soulja. I think he's the underdog in this, but I think he's gonna get it. I think people, not that I think he's the underdog. I think people are looking at him like he's the underdog, but I think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, he's been
3 rounds.
He's been nasty.
He's been on a tear. It's 3 rounds?
I'm hoping it's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't think so.
Shit.
Yeah, but I'm hoping.
I'm definitely giving it to him.
Alright. LSG versus JDY.
Probably gonna give it to LSG.
LSG's been on fire.
Yeah, I got it only because I know no matter what, right now he's got momentum. So that having momentum going into anything is gonna give you a little bit of the edge.
It's a fact.
So if I had to say that, just off of his momentum, if he can keep his performance together, he's got it. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Alright.
Yeah, you see, you think I'm a hater, LSG, huh, motherfucker? I just picked you. You owe me $2. No, I'm just fucking around.
You got Just DJ versus Vic Wallace.
I'm gonna give it to Vic.
Vic?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Vic. I have to. Like, I've seen Just DJ and shit, but I gotta give it to Vic. I think he's gonna answer.
Alright. Then we got main event. Is this correct? It says Hyde versus Chilla Jones. Hold on, is that correct?
I seen that too, and I was like, I don't know.
Hold on, let me double
That's
check.
correct. They paid for them. That had to be a pretty penny for get, you know, Chilla in there.
But one of the other flyers says Chilla Jones versus Caswell.
That's the one I seen, I think. So I don't know which one. When's that one put up? We're gonna have to get to the bottom of that.
One day, yeah, that's very
interesting. Right now
interesting.
it's up in the air over who.
Either way, Chilla Jones smoked shit.
Yeah, hell
bro.
Yeah, I got Chilla regardless. So, doesn't matter which one it was. Don't matter.
It doesn't really matter, bro. Chilla
matter.
Jones smoked shit. He's debatably one of the best pens in battle rap.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna give it to Chilla all day. That'd be fucking foolish to bet against him.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against Chilla Jones.
I don't know. I'm happy to know he's gonna be there. If he pulled off Chilla Jones on that card, I'll give him a little bit of play for that. Give him a little credit for that.
I'm gonna be there to give Chilla Jones a free T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? And get a recap, as long as he's cool with it and shit.
My thing is this: I'm just trying to put myself in a position, brother, to be able to help the community as a whole. This ain't just about me, dog. Like to me, it's about legacy. It has nothing to do with me being here at all.
You want people to remember your name.
Yeah, it's where do we go from here? I just want people to know that Lurchums, the gatekeeper, did his part to fucking put Rhode Island on the map of music. He wasn't just out here as a culture vulture trying to eat off little shows, trying to get people's money, trying to do this, do that. When my project drops, brother, I'm selling it for 99 cents. My album,
Who did that?
cents.
Somebody did that.
Yeah, I don't know who did it. I might sell it for a straight $1, to be honest. I'm gonna probably sell it for 99 cents or $1, right around that mark. Because I feel like this, brother. Getting the message out there to the masses is more important to me than anything else. And if I can get people to support me who ain't got $1, if you really fuck with music and you really fuck with the Ocean State and you're trying to see us make it to the next fucking level of this shit, who's not gonna put up a $1 to support that cause? I'm gonna have hard copies for $1, digital copies for $1, like that ass. It's gonna be $1. I feel like Nipsey, you gotta respect what he did. He sold his shit for $100. You know what I mean? And got it off. You know what I mean? And did his thing. And look, and God rest his soul, debatably one of the greatest minds that ever hit hip hop, and he was taken way too soon for it to really come to fruition, and that's fucking sad, brother. So it's almost inspired by a thought of him, like he did it for $100, so I'm gonna do it for $1.
Doing it for the culture. It's more about doing it for the people, for the culture.
Yeah, I feel like Nip, when he did that, he had something to prove. He marketed that. He was a fucking genius. That was the best marketed fucking shit ever done. Think about how he pulled that off. That was genius. You know what I mean? So marketing aside, $1. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it up for $1. You know, my whole shit. I'm probably have, I want to say between 14 and 18 tracks on. You know, a couple of little skits on top of that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a complete album. You know what I mean? The Gatekeeper. I feel like I got something to prove, and I want to keep up the momentum, and I'm trying to help put the city on, man, and get us back to good. I got big plans outside of that, brother. Like plans of getting parks all over the state where somebody in the neighborhood died from either drugs or gun violence or something like that, and having the parks named in their memory in each fucking city. Every city in the fucking state, I want to have a park turned over and do some type of shit to bring a park back to life in the community, try to help out the kids. I want to do something like that. I want to be involved in something like that. And I ain't doing it for the recognition or nothing like that. I'm doing it so people in the neighborhoods have a place to heal and shit like that. So that's another thing I'm going to try to get started by the end of the summer under the label name Frontline. You know what I mean? Just so we can be a part of it. You know, a lot of us, I'm 41 years old, brother. I've done a lot of damage. You know what I mean? Like, I've done a lot of damage in my life. I've walked in the gutter my whole life, done things I probably shouldn't have done. You know what I mean? Karma's a motherfucker. So before it's all said and done, I got to do my part to get back to the same blocks I helped destroy. And that's what means something to me, brother. You know what I mean? I'm thinking a little bit different.
Your voice is getting lower and lower as you're speaking, bro. And I'm kind of concerned that the audio is not going to be picking you up, brother. So you might want to speak up a little bit.
What I said was, I'm going to speak up just for my boy Pedro.
I mean, you can know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what I said was, I want to start turning over and doing things in the local parks, all parks in every community across Rhode Island, and putting them in somebody's name that either lost their life to gun violence or drug abuse or something like that, and lost their lives in the streets somehow. And I want the parks in the local neighborhoods to be named after them and things like that, so that each community has a place to heal, a place to come to and remember those they lost, shit like that, and a place for the kids where they can rebuild the shit. Like I said, I've done a lot of damage in my life. I've done a lot to destroy the neighborhoods I lived in when I was a youngster and I didn't know any better. And now I'm trying to get back and trying to repair things. I'm not trying to do things for any recognition or anything like that. If I could, I'd do it under a private party, under a different name, you know what I mean? I just want to see shit like that done, just so I'm at peace with things, you know what I mean? To get back to the things I've done wrong, you know what I mean? So that's just who I am, man.
We see you out here, Lurch. We see you.
I appreciate you, bro. Look, you came down here to check me and do the interview. I'm down here fucking fishing. No bullshit. Got my brother BBJ on the other side of the fucking hurricane barriers waiting for a bag of chips that he swears I'm going to get with Pedro. Wait till he finds out there's no snacks. He's been smoking all kinds of bud. He's fucking eating.
Yeah, man. We definitely appreciate your time at the battle booth, man.
Absolutely, bro.
Definitely appreciate it.
You know what time it is, no matter what. We're going to get it.
Before we take off, man, before we finish up, we're getting to an hour. We're about an hour right now. Before we finish up, man, is there anything you want to let the people know? Any upcoming battles? We know that you got that release. That battle should be released soon. Is it going to be on YouTube, the one with Cap Yuff? I mean, not Cap Yuff, I'm sorry.
Just Cuz?
Just Cuz.
I'm not even sure how Lex is going to do that. I have to dig into it. I know it's on the iBattle TV app. If you download iBattle TV, you can actually watch it. It's like video on demand now. They aired it live that night. So some people caught the pay-per-view. I had people hitting me up and shit. So, but it was a pay-per-view. It was live that night. And yeah, you can go on there. I recommend downloading the app and fucking, honest to God, like being a part of it, because the app's dope. You can catch anything on iBattle on there, and when they do the like if you pay for the monthly fee to be a part of the app and be a part of the thing, like you can't get any better. You get all the battles for nothing after that, you know? True. Especially if you got people on there, you're trying to check out up and coming battlers and shit like that. iBattle's where it's at for that right now. They got it cracking, trust me.
And you got the upcoming, you're gonna release that album, some upcoming singles with some features on there that we should be on the lookout for.
Absolutely. I'm getting ready to go back down to Florida and shoot that video. in my mind, it's all based around their schedule. You know what I mean? You gotta think Shaq and Arsonal. You know what I mean? Try to get their schedules to align when we're gonna shoot this video. Hopefully, I'll have the video done by the time the album drops. If not, it'll be a bonus. It'll drop after the album.
Jesus Christ.
Providence for you, baby.
Yeah, man. It's annoying ass motherfuckers trying to shoot some content for the people, man.
He's like, the content's fucked up. Lurch talks all fucking low.
I gotta, you know what's crazy? I've been paying a lot of attention to the quality of content that I'm giving the people. That's very important because people compliment the quality of my content. Because a lot of people just shoot bullshit content, and it's just like, what the fuck? I care enough to put good.
You have to, bro. You gotta stay consistent with it too. That's the biggest thing. You do a good job, brother. I wouldn't be here if you didn't. You know what
Facts. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you. You got any upcoming battles, brother, that we should be on the lookout for?
Not just yet. That Demon Dame one's up in the air because God only knows what the youngster wants to do. But the OG's here.
Get on that card on 9/5, September 5th. September 5th, Takeover Battle League has an event coming up, bro. You should try and get on that card.
I have to talk to Zay. To be honest, I'm gonna tell you, Damien's the last. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, brother. Like, after this, like, I feel like I owe the people that battle. You know what I mean? So regardless, I'm gonna do that one regardless if Dame wants to. But after that, cats gonna have to start paying me regardless of what they think my level is in battle, if I'm just starting this type of battle rap or whatever, because I think my name speaks for itself. I'm gonna bring attention regardless. People are gonna tune in to see me regardless of what people that are not my fans think. I got a good fan, I got a good fan base rather, and people fuck with me.
Yeah, you have to know your worth.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So this is like, I got one that I'll do against Dame. I'll take that without a fee. After that, cats gotta pay me regardless. And if they don't wanna pay me, they don't have to pay me. But let me tell you, get while they're getting's good. Because I know by the end of this summer, my prices are gonna be through the fucking roof when it comes to local hip hop. And that's just gonna be the way it is. I know who I am. Lurchums, Frontline Family, King of Rhode Island, the motherfucking gatekeeper. Battle booth.
I mean, you heard me?
Oh yeah.
Battle booth.
That's right.